If you have dark brown skin and you have been told that laser hair reduction does not work on your skin, think again. It works perfectly well. Hi, I'm Dr. Rashmi Agrawal. I'm the Medical Director of Skin International Clinic in Greater Noida West. And I'm here to bust some myths about laser hair reduction for brown skin. So how does laser hair reduction work? Laser beam destroys the melanin in the hair follicle, and as a result, with time, there's a reduction in the regrowth of the hair. There are some lasers in the market, the diode and the ND-YAG lasers, which are both excellent for laser hair reduction, even in brown-skinned people. So there are two lasers in the market. They are diode and the ND-YAG laser. Both these lasers are very safe for brown-skinned individuals like me. Both the lasers do not require any kind of anesthesia or pre-numbing. They are very safe, they're very effective, and there is very minimal downtime with both the lasers. Both these lasers, they target the melanin directly in the hair follicle and they bypass the skin completely, making it very safe for everybody. Now, I have been asked this question repeatedly, is this permanent removal? No, it's permanent reduction of your hair growth. What the lasers do is that they reduce the hair growth by about 85 to 90% of the total. And this happens subsequently in about 6 to 7 sessions spread over one whole year. You may require maintenance sessions about once or twice in the subsequent years. Hair reduction lasers, of course, work best on coarse and thick hair and slightly lesser on fine hair, which is what happens subsequently towards the end of your sessions. But there are some diode lasers and some ND-YAG lasers which can also reduce them completely. The two lasers that we have been using in our clinic is the diode laser and the ND-YAG laser. We are using the Triton diode laser. There's almost 5-degree cooling at the tip, so you do not feel the heat at all. There is minimal downtime, and that can easily be followed up with just sunscreen. Now, when we talk about the ND-YAG laser, which is the aerolase laser, which has recently been introduced to the clinic, it takes care of not just the hair and the fine hair, it also takes care of your pigmentation, among other skin issues. Now, there are some risks which are associated with laser hair reduction, which you should be aware of. If you are going to a spa or a salon for your laser hair reduction, do take a look at the device that is being used. If it is an IPL or an alexandrite, it can cause more damage to your skin than actually giving you the results that you desire. Some of the potential risks that can happen are burns. They can be hypopigmentation or hyperpigmentation. That is when your skin has absorbed the heat as compared to the hair follicle. Now, why do the burns and the hyperpigmentation happen in dark-skinned individuals? Is because dark-skinned individuals also contain melanin in the skin. The melanin is there in the skin and in the hair follicle. Now, the device, especially if it is not a well-made device, not a good device, the skin also can absorb the heat from the device and give you the burn, and can result in a burn or even a hyperpigmentation mark on your skin. I have always emphasized it in the past that you should always visit a clinic which is either owned by a doctor or run by a doctor. Get all your treatments done in the supervision of a doctor, is because you do know that the person who's treating you is qualified enough to know the risks involved. Also, when you visit a clinic which is owned by a doctor, the devices that are being used will be medical grade devices, and they will have the least amount of damage to your skin. Another reason to visit a clinic which is owned by a doctor is that the devices being used are FDA approved. They are medical grade devices, and the person treating you is fully aware of the consequences and the side effects associated with their device. Now, there are some pre and post care tips that you should be aware of. You should be avoiding swimming, sauna, or very heavy exercises just prior to your session. Also, remember to avoid being burned in the sun. Please apply a good sunscreen prior to your sessions, because your device can mistake the melanin in your skin for your melanin in your hair follicle and may cause a burn subsequently. As a post-care tip, remember to do exactly the same. There will be no swimming, there will be no saunas, there will be no gymming or heavy exercises. Avoid sweating as much as possible. And do remember to apply a good sunscreen as advised by your provider. So laser hair reduction can work beautifully for darker skinned individuals. It is safe, it is effective, and gives excellent results. So if you had laser done or are thinking about it, do mention your experience in the comments below. If you have found my video informative, do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such videos.